Okay, so let's see the practical application we are going to develop now.
Normal user, see, so he doesn't get the option to insert any data, right? But if I log in as admin, if I log in as admin, say I get it, then if I put department number 50, say housekeeping departments, some department, right, and say second floor, this should work, right? So save, okay, save successful, and clears the screen. Awesome, guys. So this is the end of the lesson. So you will see the department number 50 housekeeping will be in the database, right? So if you go here, check the table, right?
Okay, so let's continue to develop this application now.
Okay, guys, then let's do it. So today's lesson is database programming lesson 5C, ADO.NET MVC datasets visual designer example continuation. We'll be using Visual Studio 2019 for practicals and Microsoft Docs for referencing. Okay, guys, let's see what's in the lesson today, right? Very important. This is lesson 5C, so it's obvious for you that there should be a lesson 5A and 5B, right? So you should not do this unless you do lesson 5A and 5B first. So make sure you do lesson 5A and 5B. Then only you should come and look at this, right? If not, look at those lessons in this channel, right? Prerequisites very important. You need to do lesson, at least lesson 5B, if you don't know anything, like this. You need to know definitely what is mentioned here. So that's what I said. You have to look at lesson 5B, then it covers this 5A and 5B, right? It covers this. If you don't know the second bullet point, third bullet point, if you're not familiar about any of the above, once again you have to look at the database programming lesson 1 up to 5B, right? Make sure you do that, right? In this lesson you will continue to learn, similar to lesson 5B, you will continue to learn practical implementation of MVC, right, using ADO.NET datasets visual designer, right? And we are adding more things for 5B. This is 5C, so on top of 5 lesson 5B we are adding more things. Lesson plan, continuation of the practical, adding MVC and those skill set, right? Lesson plan, we'll be developing continuing to develop the simple application. Basically we are continuing, right, to develop the simple application. Give me a sec. So I just added to say we are continuing the early application, and we are adding department logic, right? So that means we are going to add the department table, and we are going to insert, delete, search, and display data, because in the previous lesson 5B we did not do insert, delete, or display. We just did the login validation, so it's kind of a search. But let's do the rest in this, right? So this we are doing MVC, right? So you are aware of it by now. So view is the front end, then the controller view will be the forms. So say the department form, then the controller will be so the view is connecting to the controller, and the controller will control the logic, meaning the flow of data, the flow of logic, right? The logic will be in the model, but the controller controls the flow of data and stuff like that. And the model is the heart of the whole thing in MVC. It has the entity classes, in this case department class, then the logic class to manipulate with the data, and the entity classes will be the department logic implementation, and the interface I department logic, and the DAO class which will be connecting to the database, right? So give me a sec. So there's a small mistake in the slide, guys. I corrected it under the DAO. It said user DAO, but it should be department DAO. So because it's a department table, we'll be having the department data access object, right? And the DAO implementation and the interface. Okay. Before that, good. Now let's go into doing the practical, my friends, right? So I'm going to make a new project, right? In fact, I'm going to continue the previous project, right? So I should take a copy of the previous project, right? So I'm going to take a copy of the previous project. So this is the previous project, so I'm going to make a copy of it. Control C, Control V. Awesome, guys, awesome. So we got a copy of it. I'm going to rename it. So we are continuing the previous one, guys, right? So why am I taking copy? So you have both you have two versions, right? So I would like to keep the two versions. So I got lesson 5C. Let me open this in Visual Studio now, right? So you have to make sure you start Visual Studio, right? You have to start Visual Studio, right? Make sure you start it. So let me start Visual Studio, my friends. Then I will say open. I need to open it from this location. Okay, cool. So open the project. Okay, friends, so just say open. You should see lesson 5C, right? Awesome, right? So let me open this, my friends. It says 5b because it's a copy of the previous lesson, right? Give me a sec. So I would like to I would like to rename the solution, right, as 5c, right? So I'm going to say rename, just 5c, right? Cool. Looks good, or looks good. I'm going to build the project. So build clean meaning I'm going to remove any temporary files. Clean succeeded. At the bottom you can see at the status bar it says, and then build rebuild, meaning once again it cleans and builds, right, just to see whether everything's okay. So I need to run this, but first things first, you need to see whether your database is there, right? Of course you don't have to do this first because you are connecting to the database programmatically, but this is for your visual understanding, representation, to see whether your database is up and running, my friends, right? So if you're not familiar with this, once again look at our previous lessons about database program. You have to look at them, otherwise you'll not understand this if you are new to this, right? Okay, my friends. Cool, awesome, right. Let's look. So I got my tables, right? So I'm going to expand the tables. Okay, awesome, guys. I got my department table, right? So let's see what are the fields in that. Okay, I got the department number, name, and the location. Awesome, this is what I want, right? Guys, now I'm going to work insert, delete, update, select for the department table, right? Okay, so give me a sec. So I got my previous projects, right? All good. So where should I start with? So let's have a quick look at what we already have. We already have the user stuff, and we already have the login form, right? Obvious, we did it last class. So the login form, you remember, right? So what we did was the login button connects to the controller, which is in the controller project, right? And the controller then connected to the logic, as you remember. Then the logic is in the model project. So the logic, okay, my friends, I see the logic, and the logic connects to DAO, right? Logic is used in the DAO, basically. DAO is in the same model project, right? And where the DAO does the rest of it, right? So first of all, I need to say insert some data to the department table, right? So if I want to insert data, my friends, I need to have a form to insert data, right? Right. So I got the login form. Then you remember in the login validation, we got the user level. So if user level 3, that means it's admin. So I'm going to the admin form. If user level 2, I'm going to the normal form. Now let's think it's admin task. Let's assume it's admin task to insert data for the department table, right? Let's assume like that, right? Not a user task. So in that case, if it's level 3 only, when I go to the admin form only, I need to deal with the department data. So so if it's admin, I'm sending to the admin user form, right? So I have to, this is that, right? This is what we did. So inside this, now I have to first design the GUI, my friends. So let's see how to do it. So guys, the first thing I would like to do is, when I go to the admin main page, I would like to have some options, so that I can one option is going to the department settings, right, or the department admin page, right? So for that I would like to give some options. So I'm going to put a button, right? Toolbox, I'm going to put a button, and I'm going to give some properties for the button, right? Okay guys, so I got few properties added to the button, and I'm going to call it's, so when I click this, I want to go to the department main form, right? Okay, so that's what I want to do. So let's, because of that, I need to now create the department main form, right? So I'm going to add into the view project, I'm going to add a new form. Add new item, my friends, right? A form, right? So I'm going to call it as department main form. Okay guys, department main form, right? So I got that added, right? So I got the new department main form. So I'm just going to give a label, and just do some decorations, right, for the department label, for the department main form. Let's do it now. So I'm just adding, I added a label, and then you can add image here, right? So and then in the department main form, once again I would like to give a couple of options, right? Like say insert um, main options, right? So let's do it now. Let's give some options here, right? Okay, my friends, so I just designed the form. It's a quick thing, so you can just do it, right? Put some labels and some buttons. We have taught this in this channel, right? So now we got the department main form where you can save, delete, clear, and go back and search, right? Awesome, awesome. So first things first, right? Let's see how we could do this now. Let's see what's happening when I run this so far. So just run. Let's log in as admin, right? Admin login. This worked from our previous exercise, so I can say I'm in the admin. It's a model window, so department. So now when I click this, I should go to the department main form, right? So how do you do it, right? So when from the admin main form, you have to go to the department main the button and create object of the department main form, isn't it, right? So because you want to go to the department main form, guys, right? And then on that obj you can say show. You want a model window, so you can say show dialog, right? Let's see whether it works. So admin login, invalid password. So okay guys, awesome, awesome. So department main form, awesome guys. So it's a model window, right? So I have to first finish this, then only I can go back. So it's coming up to this, so I need to go back. Let's write the code for the back button and clear button. They are easy, right? So let's do it now, right? So on the department main form, the back button, double click, and the code, you got a command called dispose. So it dispose, it cleans up any resources being used, right? So let's start with this, right? Let's run and see, right? So click yes, and click login. Awesome guys, it works, right? So you click back, it works. Okay, good. Look, right? So back. Then the clear button, right? So we'll write the code for the clear button quickly. Department main form, clear button. So you have to take each text box one. So what are the names? I'm using the default ones because my focus is on the MVC. You better give some meaningful names, right? So anyhow, it's text box one, text box two, text box three. So I will say text box one dot, let's see, clear. Yeah, we've got a clear method. Then you just make sure you copy it, right? Okay friends, right? Just copy it, my friends. Just put them, just change them, right? Awesome. We are moving fast, right? So admin login, right? Let's see if it works. Invalid, it's always invalid. Admin, right? Let's go in, my friends, department main form. Let's say department number one, say IT department, say level 3 something, my friends, right? Clear, awesome, it works, awesome, right? And then the back button. So when I clear, I would like the cursor to move to this box, right? When I clear, I would like the cursor to move to this box. So how do you do it? Let's see whether the back button works. Yes, yes. And so let's see. So immediately after clearing, I want to go to the text box one, right? So text box one dot. So there are couple of methods. So focus, right? It sets the input focus to the current. Let's see whether this works, right? If not, let's go to the MSDN and look what are the options, right? So always you don't buy heart anything, right? That is what is special in this channel. You don't buy heart, you think like developers, and if you have any issue, you go and look at the APIs, right? Something. So let's say clear. Awesome guys, it works. The cursor is moved, right?